Welcome to Biz Dev Live. My name is Cameron Toth, coming to you live every day at 11 a.m. Very excited to be on the show with you today. I'm going to talk about finding your happy place. Now, when I say finding your happy place, I am talking about in the context of your work and what you do, building your business, entrepreneurship. But finding your happy place is one of these things that holistically, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you want to be fully focused. You want to be happy, whether that's spending time with your business or spending time with your friends or spending time with your loved ones. The idea of being focused and being centered is really important. That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to try to give you three specific things that you can do to find your happy place. Stay with me. I'll be right back after the Biz Dev theme.
Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. This is business development, not even selling it. This is intelligent. If you watch it, I promise you benefit. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T.
So, John Chen, the intro is done by James, or let's say it, Chames with a CH, Chames Dean. Really incredible artist. Check him out. There's usually a link if you go to YouTube. You can look at his contact information below. Found him via Fiverr. Really great way to create something special for your show. But today we're talking about happy place. Thanks for checking in, John. One of the things that you can do right away in trying to find your happy place is remember when you are happy, right? And so whether you're with family, whether you're with loved ones, whether you're with friends, whether you're in your business, in your grind, if you're feeling like you're not happy, I think one of the secrets to that is really exploring when you were happy and sort of find what's missing. And I think sometimes people are reminiscent. They're always looking for, okay, I had that experience and was happy, and then they're chasing that same experience. But obviously, part of joy is the newness, right? The surprise of it. I'm pleasantly surprised that this was enjoyable, that kind of thing. We know when something happens. A couple of days ago, I got that email from LinkedIn that said you have access to LinkedIn Live. And so that was a big deal, as a moment of happiness. If I got that email tomorrow, you're like, okay, I already have it, right? So it's not going to make me necessarily happy again. So what creates real joy and happiness in your life? What are things that you've done more than once, right? What are things that whenever that thing that you do or that reaction from people comes across, where are you consistently finding joy? John says, oh, Rico, we got Richard checking in. I think happy thoughts, Richard Cusio. And then John says, author of Engaging Virtual, I'm in the happy place, dreamed of this world 20 years ago and took a pandemic to make it real. Yeah, everybody's getting into this world of virtual, and John Chen thrives in that. And I love that. And sometimes it takes work, and I'm going to get into that, the work of actually getting to your happy place. But if you can think back on what is consistently a place that drives happiness for you, that's going to be something that helps you sort of start that work, because maybe you're not happy doing what you are right now. You're not as happy as you would like to be. And so it's figuring out those things that bring you joy and making those things a part of your schedule. For me, no matter what kind of work, my happy place is giving advice, doing exactly what I'm doing right now. But I know there's times and experiences within that there's always work, and that work isn't necessarily going to make me happy, the grinding in between times, but understanding what I'm working for can make me feel fulfilled and make me feel like it's worth it while I'm in the grind. Jeff Hawk, yes, John Chen is a pretty awesome. You got to check him out. Make sure you guys are connecting and networking in the comments there. So, a few things to kind of bring into this happiness thing, right? And I'm talking to people, I've been talking to people, especially over the last year with the pandemic, about people that are in transition, right? And when you're in transition, I feel like your attitude, your happiness plays a lot into the success of the outcome. Now, whether that's transition for your company, right now with my staffing company, we're very busy. We're getting lots of calls. It's for Saturdays. It's not exactly the ideal situation because we have more requests than we can fill. It's all for the same days, Saturdays, not any other day, right? So, very challenging environment. Good that we have business. We've been on pause for a long time. But how do you get to that happy place? How do you make yourself comfortable? I find myself challenged this every day, but where do you feel confident? So you're looking for those consistent pieces of of life where you've gotten some sort of feedback or you're in that experience and you enjoy it. You're looking to that, and then where do you, aside from that, does that match up with your core competencies where you feel confident, where people make you feel good because they feel like you're doing a good job? Can you match those up, right? And then where are you appreciated? All right. So three things, right? What usually brings a smile to your face and joy to your body? Where are you confident? Where are you appreciated? Right. And if you think of a Venn diagram where you got three circles, right, and you put all of those things together, and in that middle place, if you can find the thing that you like that kind of gives you all through that, I guarantee you're going to find your happy place. Now, an attitude of gratitude is really going to help along, and I've talked about that on this show before. Attitude of gratitude, being thankful for all the experiences, for the people that are in your life, by showing consistently that gratitude, you're going to be in a place where you can really think about these things and utilize these things a lot better. Because if you're in a place where you're feeling down and you're not appreciative of the people that help you out, you're not appreciative of those times that you really were excited, it's going to be very difficult to find your happy place. If you are on the road doing the work to get to your happy place, if that road does not have a clear destination, you're going to find yourself lost in the woods. I talk about all this time with young people, especially, how can I win the race if I don't know where the finish line is? So, really getting centered on what it is exactly that you want, what exactly you like. I think a lot of people are chasing job positions and status, and they don't even necessarily want it. I was thinking about in setting up this show, things like the way you dress. I want a job or a role where I can feel comfortable. Maybe I want to work from home and be able to just put on jeans and a t-shirt, or work in an environment like Facebook where that uniform is acceptable. And then you got somebody like me who's sort of the reverse. I like putting on a suit. I like putting on casual clothes. I like putting on workout clothes. Wherever I go, I like putting on the clothes that make me feel well armored for that role. And for Biz Dev Live and some of the stuff that I do in the hospitality space, and when I go work on conferences and events, I feel good. I feel sharp. I feel intelligent. I feel strong. I feel like I got my armor on when I put my suit on. So you got to find for yourself what is comfortable. And I can speak to that and say, that is who I am because of the experiences. I had a woman, a young lady who was attractive, but the key here is, and this is something that I really want you to listen to and appreciate. I had a young woman who was like, "Oh my goodness, like I would never want a guy with a tie." And at the time, I let that affect me. And then looking back on it, because I've taken things definitely very personal in the past, when people say things about me, I was like, "That's good," especially because it was my style, right? I like wearing a tie, and I let it affect me. But one of the things that sort of makes me feel natural in who I am is this wasn't a person that I wanted to be romantically involved with. And so a lot of times we're letting people that we don't want to be in a relationship, business or otherwise. And now a lot of times we're looking for business. We want somebody to be a customer, but is that truly somebody that we want to work with? And so getting really comfortable about who we want to work with. There are certain clients, with my company, they call me, I don't really want to work with them. They don't treat my staff well. They don't respect me and appreciate me. They don't pay me on time. Do you want to work with them? And chances are, if you're taking feedback from that person that you don't want to work with, that's going to bring down your happiness level. That's going to bring down everything that you do. So making those really, really hard choices, because nobody wants to turn business away. But if you're doing what you like and what you enjoy, and you're letting the people that are positive and appreciate you and support you give you the feedback that you need to thrive and survive, you're going to get that much more happiness out of what you're currently doing and what you will do. So there is no silver bullet to being happy. Happiness is always within your reach. I don't want to get too dark here, but you look at prisoners of war and folks that have to kind of maintain this positive mental state so they can get through these hard times so the good times can come ahead. That takes work, but it also takes understanding what you are thankful for, what you are fighting for. And so having clear goals, right? We can find joy in despair, right? Through the dark times, we can find joy, but we need to be working towards something. So having those goals and working towards them is really important. An attitude of gratitude is always going to help. So knowing what you're thankful for, goals, and working towards them is the way. If you watch The Mandalorian, I know Richard, if he's still watching, he watches The Mandalorian. It is the way. Goals and working towards them. So how do we set those goals? What brings a smile to your face and joy to your body? Where are you confident? Where are you appreciated? Find those, Venn diagram that. Where's that happy center place? That is your happy place. So you're either there or you're working towards there, and that will make you more happy and help you find your happy place. I hope you've gotten some value out of this. If you have, please share it. Hit that share button, hit the clappy buttons, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Really love you. Coach Lobaton checking in, give me the fire symbols. Appreciate you. Have an amazing day. Oh, I also want to promote something that I got going on. Let's see if I can actually make this work here. We have an event next week. You can go on to Eventbrite and check it out. I'm going to pop it up here on the screen. Bear with me. Next week, Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. You can go on to Eventbrite and check it out. Time budgeting, setting boundaries to maximize your productivity. If you are a member of the S4 Partners Ignite team, you can get this for free. If you're not a part of that crew, it's $39. Going to be a great thing. Lots of worksheets that'll be provided, and lots of concrete information, great networking on that event. Thursday, May 13th, 11 a.m. Central. It is a Chicago-based program, 12 p.m. Eastern. Check that out. Go on to Eventbrite. I will see you there. Thanks for tuning into the show. Mr. Samir, thank you for you. Great session as always. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. Looking forward to seeing you all at 2 p.m. today on LinkedIn with my man Steve Spiro for the Master Connection series. We'll be talking about masterminds. Check out that event next weekend or next week on Thursday. And as always, every day at 11 a.m. Biz Dev Live. Thank you for checking in. Going to the Biz Dev theme. Enjoy.
Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. This is business development, not even selling it. This is intelligent. If you watch it, I promise you benefit. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time.